Wow.
She's out to face Bianca. You're in because you deserve it. Now you have 30 seconds to get the hell out of my ring before I change my mind and make sure you never get another opportunity ever again.
So, with all that being said, it's time to get on to our SmackDown review. So, this is our SmackDown review. Me and Prime's review that, I had to force him to get on the SmackDown review with me. But this is for the results of July 9th, 2021. This is the last SmackDown in the Thunderdome era. Before we go and meet up with the fans and everything. So, did you see SmackDown? Or go back and watch? Go back and watch. Oh, you did? Okay. So, let's go get into this. So SmackDown, first of all, like I said, now for those who have listened, I'm not trying to sound like a broken record, but y'all know, like I said, with the passing of my mother and stuff like that, my May and June, I've been out of it. So once again, a lot of stuff I'm new to, such as this whole I'm depressed Baron Corbin, this whole Nakamura doing Wayne's World with this other. Who is that guy?
That's Rick Boogs. That's the guy that was at NXT doing the air guitar.
Okay, so all right, sure. Seth Rollins and Cesaro are still going at it for some reason, and then
no. That was their first. That was their second match since WrestleMania.
That ain't the second match. They had a match since then.
No, it's the second match since Mania. They had Mania, then they had another match, and then this is the third.
Okay, I gotta go back and and look that whole thing up, but
maybe the fourth.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right there. So we recap with Edge surprise return and attack on Roman Reigns because it's going to be Edge versus Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank for the championship. So Roman Reigns comes out, and then Jimmy Uso is there on TV on SmackDown. No punishment, no get beat up, no. I said, well, maybe if we watch the whole show, they're probably going to kind of like maybe write him out the show. I don't know if you thought that or not. How did you think it was going to happen?
So, I thought he just wasn't going to be on the show, like in general.
Okay. Well, Roman's in the ring, and Roman says that the only reason Edge got the better of him 2 weeks ago was Reigns' lack of focus due to all his family issues. So, the Vin Diesel memes was coming with the whole Fast and Furious family thing. And then
they've been hitting hard this week. I don't know if you've been seeing them. Some of them been funny, some of them haven't.
Jimmy asks why Reigns thinks he got in Edge's face last week. Jimmy says that he did it. He said he did it for fame, but he doesn't recall Reigns being there. Reigns said that he never asked Jimmy to do anything for us. See, so it looked like they kind of shooting on him. Reigns said that he was busy doing what Jimmy couldn't do, and coming out the ring and making his return to SmackDown. Jey Uso's back. I was like, they say he's making his return. I was like, where did he go?
I think I don't know. He was gone for 2 weeks exactly. So I mean, I don't know.
Oh, so I don't know. So Jey Uso comes back and says, "Look, we need to get back on track, and we need to go after them SmackDown Tag Team Championships." And then Roman's like, "That's all I wanted all along." Say for us, y'all follow my lead, and we could be stronger together as a family. And they all have a group hug, and I'm just like, okay, well. I mean, I don't even. Who is the tag team champions now?
For what?
SmackDown.
I don't know.
Who is it? Who is it? Still Ziggler?
Is it
and
Rude? Is it Rude and Ziggler?
That's forgettable. No, or is it the Mysterios?
No, it's
the
Mysterios.
I don't even know who the tag team champions
are. It's the Mysterios.
Wow. Okay. It's been that long, and it's been that bad of a booking that I don't even know who the tag team champions are.
Yeah, it's Ray and Dominic.
Okay. So that's how that ends. Baron Corbin is interviewed backstage. Corbin says he needs to win. He lost everything. He says that he won Money in the Bank before, and championship opportunity when it comes to Money in the Bank. He turns life around, but Corbin walks into the ring with no music or entrance grab. I was like, where is this depressed Baron Corbin with the horseshoe hairline coming in at?
Because he's lost like 4-5 weeks in a row, I think.
Okay.
So he lost his quote unquote king of the ring. So instead of them calling him King Corbin, now they just call him Baron Corbin. And
that's why we got this whole King Skate Nakamura.
Yeah.
Wow. Big E's out there in the ring, and then him and Pat McAfee sit on the couch at ringside where they got the little foot machines going on. I thought that was funny. As they watch the match between Corbin and Nakamura. So Nakamura, we got some Money in the Bank qualifying matchup. Baron Corbin taking on.
I don't know why Big E was out there.
But he's in the Money in the Bank match. That's probably why.
But why is he out there though?
I couldn't tell you, bro. I really couldn't tell you. So the match is actually kind of okay. I still trying to understand this whole Corbin thing. Corbin takes Nakamura to the outside.
Look. You say you haven't been watching, right?
Yes.
And you said it was Shinsuke versus Corbin, right? I'm not even kidding. I totally am not kidding. They've been fighting for like the past 6 weeks. Every week.
I believe it. I so believe it. Cause, like I said,
like no tag matches, nobody added in, no triple threat, just 1-on-1 every week.
Bro,
with Shinsuke winning every week.
I believe, because it's like 1 week I seen the graphic, the next week I see the graphic with the crown on. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I was like, what's happening? So Corbin hits Nakamura with a brain buster on the announce table, which I thought was a cool spot. Corbin comes back in. He missed the corner spear, Dr. Shoulder to the post, but Corbin hits a deep six. It covers for 2 as Nakamura kicks out. Nakamura goes, grabs his hands, gives him a knee right to the face, and then goes, gives him a Kinshasa for the 3 count. And Shinsuke or King State Nakamura or King Nakamura, whatever the hell he's called now, has qualified for the Money in the Bank match. So that's good. I think this is his first matchup.
Second.
His second Money in the Bank one?
Yeah.
Okay. But now the card for the ladder match is stacked though. It is a stack. Like this should if they give him 30+ minutes, should be a good match. Like to the point where I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't even know who probably gonna win this.
I mean, I know who will make sense to win, but we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, because we got to do our predictions next week anyway. The Usos were talking backstage, and then they were trying to see if they could go handle some family business and go talk to Edge's locker room. Women Tag Team Champions Natalya and Tamina are out in the ring, and they said they've been challenged to a non-title match against a team that has never been seen before on SmackDown. And I'm like,
real quick. Before we get to that, some people was telling me that Paul Heyman changed his profile picture, and it's like a picture of Roman getting beat up by Brock, and Heyman's on the outside of the ring laughing. But I don't know why. Like I don't see Roman versus Brock. So I don't know. Like
I'm about to say, like if they're doing the whole Brock thing, it need to go to Lashley.
Yeah. So I don't know. He just randomly did it. People was like, oh, could this be something? I don't know. Just thought I'd bring that up when I was.
Yeah, I don't know what that could be, but it could probably be something. But then we get coming to the ring, Shotzi and Tegan Knox. There's no Shotzi Blackheart no more. It's just Shotzi, and they're coming in. I hate it too. And I was like, at first I was like, why would y'all do this? Because they pushed that panic button when they heard about Bayley. Tegan Knox just interrupted a cause Candice LeRae and the women's tag team titles on NXT, and so
that angers me so much because she just came back. That was her return.
Yeah.
Her return, she came back to NXT. Now she's on SmackDown doing nothing pretty much.
Except in a tag, she's formed another tag team match with somebody who already had a tag partner that I was already cool with.
And they already won the tag championship.
Exactly. So they just broke up Ember and Shotzi because maybe Ember said, I don't want to go back to the main roster. And said, I want to stay down here on NXT, which I don't blame her at all. But, so they had a matchup, and it's a simple match. I mean, Shotzi's getting beat up for the most part of it, but then Tegan Knox comes and she hits corner senton down on Tamina. Then the Ty does a little spinning clothesline, takes her out, but then Shotzi Blackheart takes her down with a little clothesline, then goes up top and gives her the Becky Lynch height diving senton. I'm like, she gets no height with that at all. And I'm like, it's kind of like Shotzi jumps off the top rope like Becky Lynch do. Like they just fall off. It ain't like Akira Tozawa how he gets height on that senton when he jump off the top rope. So
yeah, she just like falls.
Yeah, like I don't get that. But so Shotzi and Tegan Knox win the matchup, and I'm like, okay, sure. They just pinned the champions, and that's what it was. Edge is interviewed backstage. He said he doesn't have a comment about the family reunion. He says he will save it for tonight when he calls out Reigns. Sonya Deville is making her way out to the ring to announce who Bianca Belair's replacement is going to be, or who's Bayley's replacement for the match against Bianca Belair. So Sonya Deville comes out. She says she has to make an announcement that she never wants to make, and she announces Bayley's injury and says that Bianca Belair will not be defending her championship at Money in the Bank. So she will.
This whole segment was stupid.
Say what?
This whole segment was stupid to me.
Yeah. Well, so Carmella. She says that. So next week on SmackDown, she will be defending her championship against Carmella, and I'm like, okay. And then Liv Morgan comes out and she's all pissed and gets all up in Sonya's face, and Sonya says you need to back off because after I pull Carmella, I put you in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So to give you an opportunity. So what you need to do is you have 30 seconds to back up on my face before I decide to change my mind. You got that? She said, yeah, got it. So then she goes to the Carmella and says, I hope you win the championship because I'm going to win Money in the Bank and then I'm going to cash in on you. I'm like, well, first off, that's cute. That's mad cute, but none of that's happening, okay? Because can you imagine Vegas, SummerSlam, especially after Bianca and Sasha won the ESPY, that Carmella and Liv Morgan are going to fight for the Women's Championship at SummerSlam?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, no disrespect to those women, ain't happening. Ain't happening at all. The Bianca Belair comes out as Liv Morgan goes and stares down her belt, and then she has respect for Bayley, but don't like her. And Carmella should see you next week. That's basically how it was, and I'm just like, well, Carmella it's gonna be cute. She gonna give a decent match, but she ain't winning that match. And Liv Morgan ain't winning that briefcase.
Yeah, Liv is in a weird storyline.
I know, because her homie got fired.
Not even that. I would have just gave it to both of them because, like, they've been fighting for the past 4 weeks too.
So you made a triple threat match?
Yeah, just to get it over with.
No, they got to do in their eyes the long term booking, bro.
But sure,
it is. Speaking of silly, here we go again. A Money in the Bank qualifying match. Seth Rollins taking on Cesaro. So the match begins. Cesaro gets a quick takedown, and then goes for Rollins reverses it and rolls up for the 1 count. So this is how kind of match is going on. It's a good matchup by these two, which it's going to be. And at one point in the matchup, I don't know when this happened, but Seth Rollins makes Cesaro bleed. Or I don't know what move it came on that happened, but he took him to he was beating him up, and he beats him to the outside, and then he gives him a DT on the ramp. So I thought he was going to win by countout, but Cesaro finds a way to get back in the ring, tries to go for a sharpshooter, but Seth gets out, and as Cesaro's trying to get back up, bloody and everything, he gets curb stomped by Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins wins the matchup. So, which by the way, they also did that spot, which always scares me. You know, like when they had the suplex, and then they go over the top rope with it.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I see somebody play it all perfectly was Cedric Alexander and somebody else from 205 Live when they both went over the rope and they both landed on their feet. Murphy, and they did the suplex on the outside. That was dope. This one, Cesaro and Seth Rollins, they were out there and they kind of fell, but it was still dope that them trying to do that. So Seth Rollins qualifies for the Money in the Bank ladder match. I know people online are mad because Cesaro didn't do it, but Seth Rollins, I mean, that's probably what I would have picked anyway.
I mean, I would have had them both in there, but you know.
So, yeah, but the thing is kind of full now. So from SmackDown, we got Big E, Kevin Owens.
I'm saying I would have like tried to put both of them in there and not some of the people that would. But
here's the thing:
it don't matter.
This match is loaded. So who would you take out? Because everybody in here, I want to see in there.
Yeah, but I just think as far as the year is concerned, I don't know. Because I don't want to. You can't replace nobody, but I kind of want to.
I'm about to say, since Cesaro's been a lot of them, and you know this is how the whole booking with Cesaro was going to go in the first place. So seeing Seth Rollins go back into one is fine, along with Big E, Kevin Owens, and Nakamura from SmackDown, then Ricochet, John Morrison.
Maybe KO just because he said he was taking time off, but since he's not, everybody thought he was. But maybe KO in that sense.
I don't know.
KO for Cesaro, maybe.
What's that the match go? Because I'm curious to the point where I don't know who gonna win this matchup.
I have some ideas, but we'll see.
The Usos trying to go the outside Edge's locker room, and then Jimmy loses patience and goes in there because he tries to attack Edge. Edge is not in there. Seth Rollins is backstage like, I did it, yeah. And then him and Edge meet up, which I think this is the match for SummerSlam. Edge and Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I thought all this stuff was like already planned out.
Well, I mean, I didn't see the SummerSlam predictions and stuff like that, but I think that'd be a dope match.
Nah, I just thought, what was that? They did something else. It was like something similar to this, where they like looked at each other. What was it? It was something. He was like, "How's your neck?" or something when they passed by each other. Something like that. Yeah.
Well, Edge confronts Rollins, and Edge says that he takes opportunity when he sees it, and says he's about to do something that Rollins never could do, and that's call out Reigns. So obviously that's going to sting right there. So obviously that's going to be a dope match at SummerSlam if it goes right. Chad Gable and Otis, the new look for Otis. Otis all major serious now with his Alpha Academy. Do I like it? I'm not sure yet, but it's something. He ain't the joke Otis from last year when he gave that Money in the Bank briefcase to Otis that way. If it gave it to this Otis, maybe. So this is, if you step in the Alpha Academy, the result is always the same. And Otis says we will destroy anyone. Edge makes his way out to the ring, and Edge is in the ring, and congratulations are in order for Reigns reuniting the family. But Edge says he doesn't care about many brainwashed millions Reigns has. Edge said he will cause cracks in the table, and nobody will stop him from becoming Universal Champion. So Roman is backstage watching, and then he tells the Usos, he's like, look, I'm going out there. I will go out there. Don't nobody come out there after me. But of course, Reigns goes out there, and then what do we hear? Usos, and here come the Usos, and I'm like, now even though I haven't been watching in a while, why don't they learn? Why don't they learn? Because every time Roman say don't do something, they get fucked up, and he let them get fucked up. Well, a brawl starts, and they start beating down Edge, but then here come the Mysterios. And I'm like, well, here we go. We've built up for that 6-man tag next week, which is going to happen next week, that 6-man tag matchup. But then Edge and Mysterios get the advantage, Roman leaves the ring, and then Edge starts putting the crossface with the chair bar on Jimmy Uso. Then he does it with Jey Uso. That goes back to Jimmy Uso, and Roman is not helping. He's just sitting there watching as all this is happening, and he is not helping his cousins at all, because it's probably be punishment because he told him to stay back. And that was SmackDown this week. So obviously, for me not seeing SmackDown in a while, I'm not saying it's the best show ever, but I give it a thumbs up this week.
Yeah, I give it 1 too.
Yeah, so make sure you guys.
And they officially said that it's the Bloodline versus Mysterios and Edge and all that.
It's for okay. So next week is for the crowd, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that should be a dope main event. I mean, Jimmy probably gonna get booed the fuck out of the way, but I mean, he's a heel. He's supposed to be a heel now anyway. So, yeah, that was SmackDown, guys. So we are coming to the end of Thunderdome era because Raw being the last show. So I'm glad we can get this up.